The AI content creation market is exploding right now. It is projected to grow from over $7 billion in 2026 to nearly $27 billion by 2030. That is one of the fastest growing software categories on the entire planet. And here is the wild part. 63% of social media campaigns are already using AI generated captions, visuals, or voiceovers. Every creator, every brand, every agency is racing to produce more content faster. The opportunity to build AI content software is absolutely massive. So in this video, you are going to watch me build an entire AI content software using 100% AI, without writing a single line of code, without hiring developers, and without any technical experience. We are going to find a profitable software idea backed by real market data, validate that real creators and businesses will actually pay for it, build the entire thing using copy and paste prompts, and create a full marketing plan to start landing paying customers immediately. Now, I have personally built 5 AI software products with thousands of paying members, including freedomthreads.ai, truevest.ai, and getmakereye.com. And our students are doing the same thing. We have hundreds of them inside our community building real software businesses using this exact 4-step framework. By the end of this video, you are going to know exactly how to build your own AI content software this weekend and start getting customers. Let's get into the demo.
In today's demo, you're gonna watch me build an AI content software live using 100% AI, even if you have no experience in how to get customers starting today. Now, the most important thing that I wanna focus on is this right here, is getting customers, okay? Real quick, I do wanna show you some of the softwares I've built to at least over 1,000 members. This is my viral software called freedomthreads.ai. This is another one. This is a stock trading platform called truevest.ai. And then this is a Bible study app that I created for my church and people that wanna, go through like a interactive Bible study guide. And then this one right here is called DM Lead Flow. This is a program by one of our students here, a couple of our students, Daniel and Nate, who I think are in the comments actually. Now, let's get into it, guys. So we're gonna be using Maker AI for this process here for every single step. All right, so we're gonna start with the idea, okay? Now, if you go to the Maker AI app, you're gonna go to where it says new project. So new project here, and you're gonna click on AI suggest an idea, okay? And then it's gonna say choose your industry. Now again, you can build in any industry that you want. Again, marketing, business, e-commerce, health, finance, real estate, any type of industry you can build. And that's the beauty of this process here, okay? So let's just say you don't have your industry right here. You could just type this in, right? So for example, homesteading, and it'll give you ideas on that. Now, more specifically today, I'm gonna be building an AI content software. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna click on this option right here, AI SaaS, okay? And then it's gonna ask you, how complex should your app be? Now, the cool thing about this is whether it's hard or easy, the AI is gonna be able to build it. The only difference is it just takes a little longer, right? Like an easy app maybe takes like 10 minutes. Maybe a hard one will take a day, right? Anyway, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click on medium here. The cool thing is if you have some sort of expertise or anything like that, you could always add your industry expertise, okay? Once you do that, you're gonna click on generate idea here. Now, this is gonna scour the internet. It's gonna go to Reddit, YouTube. It's gonna go through Google. It's literally doing months and months of research in just a few moments, okay? Here's the cool thing that it's doing, all right? So it's trying to find an idea that's gonna help you actually make money. So it's not just trying to find random ideas, it's trying to find something in your industry that's gonna help you actually make money with this process. So as it goes through, it's gonna start to give you some ideas. This right here will tell you what it's solving. And more importantly, it's also gonna give you the target market, right? Because you wanna know exactly who you're targeting with this process here. The goal here is to find an idea you're extremely excited about, okay? So for the purposes of this demo, I already have an idea picked out. So it's called repurpose viral AI. So this is how it works, okay? So we already have an idea, right? You see how fast the idea took, right? So now we have an idea, it went through Google, went through Reddit, YouTube, did all the research, but now it's gonna validate that idea, okay? This is really important, guys. Validation, before I started any business, you wanna validate it before you actually build it, because if you don't validate your business, essentially wasting time. So validation, what does that actually mean? This is going to do things like like your competitors, right? What are other people doing in that same industry, right? So your competitors, it's going to look for keywords. What are the keywords that people are searching? It's looking for, the pain in that industry, right? So what are people's pain points? Like, why would they buy your software? What are the searches per month, right? So the searches per month. So once you pick your idea, right, it's going to have you go through this process, and then it's going to have this marketing section here. Okay. So this is essentially your validate phase. Okay. So this is your validation phase. Okay. I'm going to click on this right here, and this is going to give you some stats. Okay. So it's going through that whole process that I just showed you. Okay. The first thing it's going to say is the market evidence. Okay. So search demand is really important. I like to know exactly how much searches people are searching for that thing. It says high search volume for AI content tools, content repurposing tools, social media content, blog to post video. So it says 10,000 to 100,000 searches per month. So that's pretty good, guys. Okay. Because you want to make sure that people are actually going to be searching your product. Okay. Really, really important. It's also going to go into the social media angle, right? So if you were to create this software, it's going to give you some ideas of what type of content you would create if you were to do social media. It gives you some Instagram reels, some TikTok ideas, gives you some Twitter ideas, all that stuff. Okay. And then it gives you some competitive landscape. So it's going to go through, it's going to find other competitors that are doing something similar. Okay. So it's like, okay, there's this software. This is how much they charge. There's this one here. And then it tells you what they're good at doing and then what they're not good at doing. And then more importantly for you, it gives you a market gap, right? So it tells you exactly how you can build this to be even better than the other software. Okay. And then it gives you differentiation angles, right? How can we make our software better than the competitors? Okay. This is all in the validation phase. It gives you some financials, how much you could make based on how much you would charge, stuff like that. It gives you some key risks to look out for, right? You don't want to start a business without knowing the risks, right? So that's another thing we can add to the validation, right? Is the risk. What are the good? What's the bad, right? So we want to know all these things before we start our business. So it's going to give you some of these things here. And then it's going to give you like a snapshot, right? How can we get sales right away? And then it gives you a detailed score breakdown. So what's the competition like? Is there a clear buyer? Is there enough demand? Is it hard to copy? All these things here, okay? Now, before you go to the actual build here, okay? So the last thing I always tell my students here is you want to be excited about what you're doing, because if you're not excited about it, then you're not going to be able to do this long term, right? But okay, so let's just say we're good. We love the validation phase. The idea is perfect. We can now build, okay? So I'm going to go to customize build on the bottom right here. Now, here's the cool thing. I want to show you how this works, okay? This allows you to customize your entire software, okay? So it did the market research for us. So these are the things that you have to have based on like the market research. There's also some like, hey, you should add these. These will make it even better. Now, again, the AI will just build it for you. You don't really have to do anything, but you can, if you want to make it super simple, you can just take some of these off depending on what you want to add. Okay. I'm just going to add one of these things for now. And then there's some more advanced things called the nice to have. These are more advanced features that the AI will build. Next thing, it's going to give you some pricing suggestions. Here's a starting plan for $47 a month. Here's a pro plan for $97 a month. You can add different tiers. However you want to do that, it's up to you. Okay. The cool thing here is you can add a free trial. So, we can put that on or take it off. And then I'm just going to add like a 7-day trial. You can always add a trial. You can take it off, whatever you want to do. Okay. So now all I'm going to do is create build guide. Okay. So we're going to create this right here, and it's going to go to the build section right here. I want to explain this because this is really important, right? It says the building part is, believe it or not, it's the easiest part. Okay. What's going to happen is Maker AI remember, this is the brain of the entire process. Okay. Now what Maker AI is going to do is it's going to give you some copy and paste prompts. And what you're going to do is you're going to copy and paste that into an AI software builder. Now we recommend a program called Lovable, but you can use whatever you want. Like I said, you can use Base 44, you can use Bolt, you can use Replit. It doesn't matter, okay? Think of Lovable or your AI builder as like, if you're building a house, right? Maker AI is your blueprint. This is the brain behind everything. Lovable is just the builder, right? It's just the one building the house. Now, in the build section here, this gives you a step-by-step copy and paste prompt, okay? So right here, it says phase 1, build your app. Now what I do is first you're going to sign up for your builder. Remember, this is your builder here. Now you go through it step by step. So step number 2, this is going to build you a page so you can sell your software. Okay. Now it took all the research and it built this That way it's super easy for you to just copy and paste, okay? So all you have to do now is copy and paste, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit this copy button here on the top right. I'm gonna go to my Lovable account and I'm gonna copy this into here, okay? And that's it. You're gonna watch it build this software live, okay? So you can see this is building live. It should be done in just a few minutes. Now, what's happening behind the scenes here is this is gonna build it step by step, okay? So you'll notice here, this is just building the landing page, okay? And then later on, it will build the user authentication, so how people sign up for it. And then it's gonna build the main user dashboard. And then it's gonna build the admin area. And then it's gonna build, you know, the actual like features that you added, right? All the custom things. So the more custom things you do, it'll add steps here. So, you know, if you make it really complicated, you'll just have more steps. You just have to copy and paste more, right? That's really all you're doing until the end here, right? Every single step is done. And then the last step is literally just add your bank account so you can start getting paid. That's the process right there, okay? Now, for those who don't like to wait, and this is actually me sometimes, if you don't want to go and copy and paste step by step like that, you can actually use this quick start generate prompt, okay? So this will give you the entire 12 steps in one big prompt. Now, word of caution, if you use this, it could break. So that's why I always recommend, I'm like, hey, go through this step by step and then make sure it looks good and then go to the next step. But for those who just want to walk away and just do the quick prompt, you can do that. It'll probably work, okay? And the cool thing is if it doesn't work correctly, you just type into the AI like, hey, this part didn't work correctly and it'll fix itself, okay? Anyway, so what you do here, there's a phase 2 where you can test it and all that stuff. But more importantly, okay, I want to go to this marketing section here on the bottom right. Oh, there we go. Check it out, guys. It built the entire software, okay? At least the homepage. As you see, the building part is actually pretty easy. But this is what I want to focus on is getting customers, okay? Would you agree that getting customers is the most important part? Yes or no? I know for me, I can build this amazing thing, but if I don't get customers, it doesn't really matter, right? So there's 3 ways that Maker AI helps you get customers, okay? The first one is organic. Posting on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Maker AI helps you do that. The next one is ads. We're going to show you how Maker AI helps you do that. And then there's a mystery way that Maker AI helps you do this as well. That Maker AI actually sends you customers, okay? But we're going to start first with the organic method first. So there's a section here called marketing. This is the organic part, okay? This is how we get customers organically, all right? What I like to do is go to prerequisites here. This helps you do is it's going to help you build logos for your software, okay? So the cool thing here is I can actually copy this image. So it'll create an image on whatever colors you want. What this also does is it gives you your setup for your Facebook account. So check this out. It gives you an actual Facebook banner. So it says, I help content marketers multiply engagement across platforms using repurposed viral AI, okay? Just so you understand, this is what the Facebook banner is, okay? When people go to your Facebook, they have to know what you're selling, right? So I'll give you some more examples here. This is one of my partners and students, Camila. She says exactly what she does, right? I help 9-to-5ers turn their scroll time into daily payday. Here's another one of my students here who built a massive software. Daniel, it says, I help go-getters turn their story into an irresistible offer, take my money now clients with AI, right? So it tells you exactly what they do. So that's kind of the important thing about the banner is this will create the banner for you, okay? And it gives you some more social media stuff. It does a bunch of things here, like with the prerequisites, it gives you more direct competitors. It gives you competitor Instagram accounts that you can copy. Like it's insane what this does, okay? But more importantly, I want to show you the marketing aspect here, okay? So there's a section here in the marketing aspect where it says get customers. So this is what I want to focus on here today is the actual getting the customers part, okay? So we're gonna click on getting customers. And what I'm gonna do is every single day that you log in, if you're a Maker AI user, this will tell you what to do every single day, okay? What this helps you do is it's gonna help you figure out a YouTube script. So it's gonna help you with YouTube. So as you can see, it gives you an entire script for YouTube if you wanted to create YouTube videos. It gives you a short form video script. And then it gives you a viral text post script. Now, I like this because the viral text post, this is pretty cool because what this does is it creates viral text posts. I make posts like this, guys. You can see I just made this post last night. I made this post right here with already 415 comments, okay? You know, I make posts like this every single day and get hundreds of comments, okay? Here's another one with 67 comments right here, 310 comments. Here's another one here, 135 comments. So what Maker AI does is it creates these types of posts, okay? So the viral text post is one of my favorite things because you don't have to actually create videos, right? So a lot of you don't want to create videos, and that's okay. That's why we really perfected the viral text posting. So it gives you a main post here, and then it gives you these comments that go underneath it. Now let me show you how this works, okay? So essentially the way it works is, you're gonna make a post like this, and then in the comments is where you have all your stuff. I just copy this. I'm gonna go to my account. I'm gonna paste this here. I'm gonna turn this into like a color, and then I'm gonna go to next. I'm gonna post that. So now what I do is I go to Maker AI, and then I copy these comments right here, guys, okay? So copy comment 1, paste right here, okay? And then number 2, you copy that, paste that in the comments. Once you create your app, you're gonna put your URL. That way people can actually buy it. Here's one I did yesterday. I got number 1, number 2, number 3, all the way to, yeah, there we go. This one's promoting freedom threads right here. You can see that, right? So I always put a URL to whatever I'm selling, right? So that's what Maker AI does, is it helps you create that type of post, okay? So it gives you these viral text posts right here, okay? And then the next thing it does is it gives you this image type post. So right here, it'll create this type of image. Now the cool thing is you can see it brings in the logo, it brings in your image, like all this stuff. It's very branded to you, right? Basically, I post this on Facebook, and then I just go back to the comments and then add the comments in the comments, right? Super simple. Same with the whiteboard, right? Same type of post, but it's just different, right? And you'll see that's exactly what I'm doing. Here's a whiteboard post here with all the comments in the bottom, right? Same thing with this one. Here's that. And then I have all the comments here, okay? And that's literally what we do every single day, guys. One of my students, Camila, is one of the best doing this. You can see she does this every single day, right? So literally all you have to do is just follow this process of what Maker AI will give you. This is the organic content side, okay? But now I want to talk about the ads. What Maker AI will do, there's a section that we recently added called ads, okay? Now this is really cool. So if you go to ads right here, it helps you create all your ads for your specific software, okay? So if I go to ad creatives here, it's gonna create all types of different images that you can run as a Facebook ad. So I always like to do this problem and solution ad. So I'm gonna click on this, and then I'm gonna go to like a square image. I'm gonna generate ad content, okay? Now the way this works is this is gonna generate ads that people will see and click on your ads to buy your software. I'm gonna be transparent with you guys. Like, this is exactly what we're doing, okay? So we've spent $41,000 literally just running image ads, guys, okay? So let me show you this, okay? This is insane. These are the exact same ads that I'm running that Maker AI will help you create, okay? Maybe some of you came from an ad, right? So these are the exact same ads that you can see right here, okay? Simple image, and people click on that image to buy your software. That's what we're doing here, right? And you can see, we've spent just on this little campaign here, we get thousands and thousands and thousands of people registered, right? You can see all these images, different registrations, $15,000 spent just on this small campaign, and people come and buy our software, right? Now Maker AI will create these for you, right? It brings in the entire process. It knows your program, and it's gonna help you actually create ads, okay? So your goal now is just to create as many ads as possible, run them on Facebook, and Facebook will find your customers, okay? So we talked about the organic, we talked about ads. Now remember I showed you that there is a mystery way to get customers, okay? Now check this out. Maker AI has something called the marketplace. So Maker AI will actually send you customers, okay? The way this works is when you're done building your software, there's a thing called marketplace here, okay? So this is the marketplace here. So as you can see, this is a newer thing we just added. Right now, over 100 people that have already launched their software on our marketplace, okay? This has just been up not that long, guys, okay? Now, when you launch your software to our marketplace, if you're a Maker AI user, first of all, you get a premium listing. So you're listed above everyone else. And then it says built with Maker AI. So we have a lot of trust in the industry. So you're gonna get that built with Maker AI emblem there, okay? Now, there are external softwares, right? So Threadmaster is an external one, but they don't have the premium listings like you would with a marketplace, okay? But let me show you how this works, okay? So I'm gonna pick a random one here. Let's see, I've never seen this one here. From allergy, anxiety to dinner table. Cool, let's check this out, okay? So I'm gonna click on this here. Have no idea whose this is, by the way. Well, I guess we'll find out. So what this does is this will create blogs for your software. Okay. What does that mean? So when people type into Google or YouTube or ChatGPT or Claude, this will help you rank and get customers. Okay. So for example, Maker AI will create these blogs for you. And if I scroll down, it'll send people to the software, right? So this is one example here. As you can see, Deal Flow AI. I've never seen this one as well. And right here again, there's tons of different blogs. Okay. So if I click on one here, the goal here is just to get people to their page. Okay. So right here, this will lead to their software. So I can go to visit app and yeah, there we go. So this one right here, I'm not sure what this does. The end of skincare fatigue routines that actually fit for you, right? So we're sending people directly to your blog. Okay. Now the cool thing is if you're skeptical, you're not sure what people are doing, you can go to our marketplace and you can get in touch with these people. These are all people who use Maker AI, right? So right here, if you go to our marketplace, you can literally reach out to these people. If it says built with Maker AI, they use Maker AI to build this entire thing, right? So that's kind of the cool thing is you can reach out to other people as well, okay? So that's how this works.
So that is exactly how you build an AI content software using 100% AI. We found a profitable idea, validated it with real market data, built the entire thing using copy and paste prompts, and created a full marketing plan to start landing paying customers. If you want to use the exact same software I just showed you, go to getmakerai.com or click the first link in the description below and make sure you join our private school community, the #1 community in the world for AI software builders. We have hundreds of students inside building real software businesses every single day. With that being said, I will see you on the next video, and God bless